My name is Richard McPhee. I went to Armstrong for 2 years in the 9th and 10th grade, and I coached at Maggie Walker High School for 12 years under Lou Anderson as a defense coordinator.
Okay, so how do you feel about the Classic Bowl and the history of it?
Well, I've always loved the Armstrong Walker Classic. When I was a kid, I lived on Allen Avenue in the West End, and my father would take all of us to the Armstrong Walker game, buy my sisters and stuff the little corsages and everything, and he'd bring his cooler. That's when you could bring coolers to the game. You didn't have to worry about what was in the coolers. So he would have us at the Armstrong Walker game. Then it was time for me to go to high school. We moved to church here, and I had to go to Armstrong. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Everybody in my family graduated from Maggie Walker but me, so you know how that go. And when I got the opportunity in 1974, Lou gave me the opportunity to come coach at Maggie Walker, so that was like a dream come true. And I stayed there until I went on as the defensive coordinator at Virginia Union to replace Jesse Chambers after he died. And I was head football coach. I'm a retired head football coach from Huguenot High School, and I retired in 2006.
Okay, and how have going to that historic black school changed you as a person?
Well, you know, I was telling my kids today, I'm the defensive coordinator now at Adley High School, and I was telling them I was leaving practice early because I had to come here for this occasion. And it's amazing how many kids have no idea about the Armstrong Walker Classic and what it meant. The only thing they know about Maggie Walker is the governor's school. And, you know, it's amazing that all through the years, they were trying to take the first Saturday after Thanksgiving and give it to the University of Richmond and all those kind of places, so they could have that date to play football games. And until we got a black superintendent, it never happened. Once we got a black superintendent, he changed it and said he wanted everybody to play for the state championship, and that did away with the Armstrong Walker football game.
My name is Lou Anderson. I attend Maggie Walker. Went off to school, came back, and was one of the assistant coaches under some legendary coaches. Got tutored there, and then after Cannonball Cooper passed, right before he passed, I became the head coach and started naming young fellows that had attended Maggie Walker. That's very important to me. McPhee was a guy that I just plucked him out, and I'm gonna tell you, it's just funny how things are and things happen. He went on to become one of the legendary coaches in the city of Richmond, and that's important. It really was, because I can remember our opponent school, Armstrong, Coach Max Robinson, a person I played baseball for because I lived in Churchill, but I went to Maggie Walker. And he used to get on me all the time, told me I made a mistake, and we laughed about it. But he was a great coach, and they had great coaches at Armstrong. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving was really, that was a historical event in the city of Richmond. I mean, sometimes the best team didn't win, and even at that, it was still a lot of togetherness in the city. I think the most important thing, when we were stripped of the Armstrong Walker game, it took something away from the black community. You know, high school football wasn't the same, even though we coached because we had to make a living, but it was just different. Our kids wasn't getting scholarships like they once was, so we had to work hard trying to get that going. And I suppose Mac and the coaches at Armstrong, and I named him because he worked with me, we worked real hard getting scholarship for fellas. We had young men that went to school everywhere. I mean, you name it, Florida State and U.S. Army, you name it. And that's only because we knew how important it was. And so that's why this event is very important. It's more or less, it's not the same simply because a lot of people don't understand. They think the high school guys should play this game. They cannot play it. The Virginia High School League says that After their season is over, that's it. We play after their season is over. So you need to understand that you have to have a makeshift Armstrong Walker game, and so we use semi-pro players, you know, to represent each team. And this year it's going to be much better, bigger, because you're playing at the stadium, and I'm happy about that because that's where we always play. And having coached in the largest crowd they ever had here, 34,000 at City Stadium, was very important. Thanks very much.
All right.